All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Saira Mujtaba. The headlines. Home Minister Rajnath Singh to visit Bangladesh today to discuss security and cooperation in countering illegal activities. Reserve Bank makes it compulsory to incorporate purchaser's name on the face of payment instrumentalities to prevent money laundering. Government allows photography at all protected monuments or sites except Ajanta Caves, Leh Palace and Taj Mahal. Road Transport and Shipping Minister Nitin Gadkari to launch various development projects in Visakhapatnam worth over 6,600 crore rupees. Industrial production growth slips to 3.2% in May while retail inflation rises to 5% in June. And in cricket, India beat England by 8 wickets in their opening ODI in Nottingham. Home Minister Rajnath Singh will embark on a 3-day visit to Bangladesh today. According to officials, Home Minister and his Bangladeshi counterpart will hold talks on various issues including security, border management, cooperation in countering illegal activities and travel arrangements. The Rohingya issue is also expected to figure in the meeting. The Home Minister is also scheduled to pay a courtesy call on the Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. He, along with the Prime Minister, will also inaugurate a new state-of-the-art integrated Indian visa application centre in Dhaka. Tomorrow, the Home Minister will visit Rajshahi to jointly inaugurate the Bangladesh-India Friendship Building at the Bangladesh Police Academy, Sharda. During his stay in Bangladesh, Mr. Singh will co-chair the 6th meeting of the India-Bangladesh Home Minister level talks. The Reserve Bank of India has directed banks to incorporate the name of purchaser on the face of payment instrumentalities to address concerns of money laundering. Notification to this effect was issued by the RBI yesterday. More from our Mumbai correspondent.
In order to address the concerns arising out of the anonymity and prevent money laundering, the Reserve Bank of India has now made it compulsory to incorporate even the purchaser's name on the face of demand drafts, pay order, banker checks, etc. The Reserve Bank has made required changes in this regard in the Know Your Customer norms, which will come into effect from September 15th this year. Sweety Jain, AR News, Mumbai.
The Archaeological Survey of India has issued an order allowing photography within the premises of all centrally protected monuments or sites except at Ajanta Caves, Leh Palace and Taj Mahal. The order came after Prime Minister Narendra Modi said this in his speech at Dharuhar Bhavan in New Delhi yesterday.
आज स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी से हजारों मील ऊपर से दिल्ली की किस गली में कौन सा स्कूटर पार्क किया हुआ है, उसका नंबर क्या है, वो फोटो ले सकते हैं आप. लेकिन मॉन्यूमेंट पे बोर्ड लिखा है यहाँ फोटो खींचना मना है. अब वक्त बदल चुका है, टेक्नोलॉजी बदल चुकी है. तो मैंने एक बार जो हमारे यहाँ सरदार सरोवर डैम बन रहा था, उस लोग आना चाहते थे, लोग देखना चाहते थे, वहां पर बड़े बड़े बोर्ड लगे थे, फोटो खींचना मना है बड़ा. तो मैंने उल्टा किया. मैं मुख्यमंत्री था तो कर सकता था. मैंने कहा कि यहाँ जो फोटो बढ़िया खींचेगा उसको इनाम दिया जाएगा.
In Assam, digital empowerment of people is getting a huge push through the Digital India program of the central government. The ambitious project was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2015 with the aim to increase digital connectivity and make governance more transparent, participative and responsive. The scheme stresses on the use of technology to empower people in areas such as health, education, labour and employment and commerce. The objective of the scheme is to transform the country into a digitally empowered knowledge economy. Let's listen to the ground report from our Dibrugarh correspondent.
In Assam, the Digital India program has become a mass movement touching the life of common and poor people. The program includes projects that aim to ensure that government services are available to citizens electronically and people get benefit of the latest information and communication technology. Parishmita Gogoi, a postgraduate student in Dibrugarh University, said purchasing any item has become easier through cashless payment.
Now it becomes easier to purchase any item that I want without fear of having shortage of money in pocket. Simply go to the market with the ATM card and make any purchase using the POS machine. Nowadays, I make online purchase also and that is very convenient.
Another beneficiary of the scheme, Tapovan Goswami, who is a retail trader in Dibrugarh, said with the use of ATM and online money transfer, he is able to save a lot of time.
I am happy that I can make any transaction online now. It was not possible even a few years back, and ATMs are also there. So, I need not go to the bank every time for deposit or withdrawal, thanks to the Digital India effort.
Digital India is connecting rural areas with the mainstream by spreading digital literacy. The initiative is transforming the lives of millions in Assam and making life of people hassle-free. It is also benefiting small businesses in Assam. With Devajit Kotaki's report from Dibrugarh, Valsa Williams for AIR News.
BJP President Amit Shah will visit Hyderabad today to review party's preparedness for next year's general elections. He will take feedback from over 100 party Vistaraks of the assembly constituencies in Telangana state and have a meeting with about 50 top leaders of the BJP, RSS and other frontal organizations. He is scheduled to have a closed-door meeting with 17 Lok Sabha constituency in charges of the BJP as well. The state BJP leaders are scheduled to give him a presentation on socio-political situation in the state and highlight where the party has potential to perform. He will meet international badminton player Saina Nehwal and a few eminent industrialists and chairmen of media houses under the party's Sampark Se Samarthan campaign before leaving for Delhi. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Road Transport and Shipping Minister Nitin Gadkari will lay foundation stones and inaugurate various developmental projects worth over 6,600 crore rupees in Visakhapatnam today. Arrangements have been made for foundation stones to various development projects aiming to develop road connectivity that includes 4-lane of NH16 from Ichhapuram to Narsanpeta and 6-lane widening of Ranasthalam to Narsanpeta at a cost of 3,813 crore rupees. And 4-lane widening of Port Connectivity Road at a cost of 549 crore rupees. The minister will also launch grade separator at Visakhapatnam Port under Sagarmala on NH7 to reduce traffic congestion. He will also inaugurate 2 new Panama rail-mounted quarry cranes and allied equipment at an estimated cost of 150 crore rupees at Visakha Container Terminal Private Limited, followed by the inauguration of modernized iron ore handling complex, one of the biggest in the country, set up at a cost of 580 crore rupees. Industrial production growth slipped to a 7-month low of 3.2% in May, mainly due to sluggish performance of manufacturing and power sectors and other reasons, according to the data released by the Central Statistics Office yesterday. The manufacturing sector, which constitutes 77.63% of the index, grew by just 2.8% in May, marginally up from 2.6% in the corresponding period last year. The mining sector output recorded an impressive growth of 5.7% in May as against 0.3% in May last year. The FMCG sector was the worst performer among the user-based goods segment. Retail inflation spiked to a 5-month high of 5% in June this year on costlier fuel despite easing food prices. The retail inflation based on Consumer Price Index stood at 4.87% in May. It was 1.46% in June 2017. The earlier high was in January this year at 5.07%. As per the data released by the Central Statistics Office, the inflation in the food basket was 2.91% compared to 3.1% in May. In Madhya Pradesh, in a first-of-its-kind initiative, the state government will appoint girls as district brand ambassadors who have recorded significant achievements in any field under the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme. Our Bhopal correspondent reports that instructions to this effect were given in a workshop recently organized on the implementation of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign. In cricket, India crushed England by 8 wickets in the first one-day international of the 3-match series at Trent Bridge, Nottingham. Chinaman Kuldeep Yadav's 6-wicket haul and Rohit Sharma's unbeaten 137 cruised the visitors to the victory and 1-0 lead in the series. Opting to field, India restricted England at a modest 268 on good batting conditions thanks to Kuldeep's career best figures of 6 for 25. Ben Stokes and Jos Buttler hit half-centuries each. He was adjudged man of the match. In reply, Indian innings was led by Rohit's 137 of 114 balls and skipper Virat Kohli's 75 to seal the deal with 59 balls to spare. The Kohli-Rohit duo added 177 runs in 25.1 overs. The second ODI will be held at Lord's tomorrow. And now news from the FIFA World Cup.
England and Belgium will battle it out for the third place playoff at St. Petersburg tomorrow, ahead of the title clash on Sunday between the first-time finalists Croatia and second-time cup seekers France. Sadly, the third spot match is not the one everyone waits eagerly for. It is called an utterly pointless exercise. English coach Gareth Southgate said, honestly, it is not a game any team wants to play in, the sentiment corroborated by Belgian coach Roberto Martinez. To talk about disappointments, as if losing in the semi-final was not enough for England, they now have been fined $70,700 for wearing wrong socks in Saturday's quarter-final with the Sweden, breaching the FIFA regulation. That is not all. FIFA is also investigating English fans' chanting of a possible discriminatory nature during the semi-final against Croatia. FIFA has also hit the Russian Soccer Federation with a $10,100 fine as its fans unfurled a neo-Nazi banner during their team's 3-0 loss to Uruguay. Tripti Srivastava, AIR News.
Hima Das scripted history by becoming the first Indian woman to win a gold at the IAAF World Under-20 Athletics Championships in Tampere, Finland yesterday. She claimed the top spot in the women's 400 meters final race on the third day of the competitions. The 18-year-old Das clocked 51.46 seconds to win the gold. She now joins the illustrious company of star javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra, who won a gold in Poland in the last edition in 2016. In Wimbledon Tennis Championships, Rafael Nadal of Spain and Novak Djokovic of Serbia will clash in one of the highly anticipated men's singles semi-finals today. The other one will be played between Kevin Anderson of South Africa and John Isner of the US. Anderson stunned the defending champion and 8-time winner Roger Federer in the quarter-final match on Wednesday. Isner defeated Milos Raonic, Nadal defeated Argentinian Del Potro in the quarter-final, and Djokovic beat Kei Nishikori of Japan. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Lalima Nija Dank.
Thank you, Saira. Varied stories have been given prominence by various newspapers today. While some cover Supreme Court's observation on Section 377, others quote the Apex Court's dig at the capital's Lieutenant Governor to deal with the garbage issue. With 377, LGBT stigma will also end, headlines the DNA. Quoting the Supreme Court, while the Hindustan Times writes, SC says will go by constitutional, not majoritarian morality on 377. Superman LG doing nothing on Delhi's mountain of garbage, reports the Hindustan Times, quoting the Supreme Court, while the Times of India says SC pulls up Baijal on garbage pile-up. Known for making controversial remarks, Shashi Tharoor's latest comment of India becoming a Hindu Pakistan if BJP wins in 2019 has again brought the former minister making headlines. BJP lashes out at Tharoor's Hindu Pakistan remark, writes the Asian Age. Shashi goes cattle class gets trolled, reports the DNA, while the Times of India says Tharoor starts a row with Hindu Pak remark. Buddha smiles after 11 years, writes the Tribune about the iconic statue of Buddha in Swat getting restored after it was blown up by Tehreek-e-Taliban 11 years ago. In an interesting story, the Hindu writes, Prasadam will be offered first to FSSAI, then God, adding that the food safety body will standardize prasadams. And finally, a silent crusader against plastic has come up with a novel venture. Narayana Pisapati's edible cutlery made of jowar, rice flour and wheat flour is becoming quite a rage among nature lovers. Eat with them, then gobble them up, writes the Hindu. So, are you game to literally have a spoonful in the interest of environment? Well, with that, it's back to you, Saira.
Thanks, Lalima, for a look at today's newspapers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Home Minister Rajnath Singh to visit Bangladesh today to discuss security and cooperation in countering illegal activities. Reserve Bank makes it compulsory to incorporate purchaser's name on the face of payment instrumentalities to prevent money laundering. Government allows photography at all protected monuments or sites except Ajanta Caves, Leh Palace and Taj Mahal. Road Transport and Shipping Minister Nitin Gadkari to launch various development projects in Visakhapatnam worth over 6,600 crore rupees. Industrial production growth slips to 3.2% in May while retail inflation rises to 5% in June. And in cricket, India beat England by 8 wickets in the opening ODI in Nottingham. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a great day.